came all this way to see you.
Friends, welcome to my channel. Today, I want to discuss about the boarding pass. So let's come together and learn what is boarding pass. And there are a few basic questions that comes into your mind. Something like, if I am traveling by airlines, I should know what is a boarding pass is and from where I will going to get the boarding pass and what are the things I need to remember while getting issued my ticket. For example, inside the airport, if I lost my boarding pass, what will happen and what I have to do for it. So I have to also remember, before making a ticket, my name should be proper. It should be matched with my ID proof, first name or last name. Some airlines may consider the middle name as well. And there are also certain disadvantages we make, like whenever we travel by airlines, we just post the picture of the boarding pass on our social media, Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. So, which is a bad idea. I will going to tell you what is the reason that we should not post the photo of the boarding pass on social media. So, come together, let's discuss and learn more details about boarding pass. Hello friends, welcome back. Today I am here to discuss about airlines boarding passes. There are few things to be remembered about the boarding passes. All the questions and answer I'm going to give you. Just you have to be with me. Initially, we would like to know what is boarding pass is, what will happen when we're traveling by airlines and misplace the boarding pass, what actions we should take, from where we're going to get the boarding pass. I will also let you know, is it safe to post the picture of the boarding pass on social media like Insta, Facebook, Twitter? What do you think? What are the things that includes the informations on your boarding pass? So let's learn the basic information that contains and different type of boarding passes. Please be with me till the end to learn all details, the basic questions of the boarding pass. So here let's go together and read and learn. Now let us begin to learn about the boarding pass. Here are the few questions. The first questions, what is a boarding pass? Is boarding pass and ticket is same? When will I get the boarding pass? What informations boarding pass include? How do I get my boarding pass? What happens if I lost my boarding pass? Can I board a flight without a boarding pass? Does my boarding pass need to match name on my ID? Why is it a bad idea to post a photo of the boarding pass on social media? Now let's begin with the first questions. What is a boarding pass? What is a boarding pass? A boarding pass or boarding card is a document provided by an airline during check-in, giving a passenger permission to enter the restricted area of an airport, also known as the airside portion of the airport, and to board the aeroplane for a particular flight. A boarding pass is a document that gives a passenger permission to board the airplane. It contains information about the flight times, boarding times, and seat assignment for that particular flight. Let's go to the second questions. Is my boarding pass my ticket? Not exactly. Not technically. Your boarding pass is your ticket to board the plane, but technically your ticket is generated as an e-ticket or an electronic ticket when you booked your flight. Your boarding pass will be generated upon check-in either online or at the check-in counter. When will I get my boarding pass? Boarding passes are provided at check-in counters at airport. Either online check-in is usually available 24 hours prior to the flight, or in person at kiosks available at airport, or at a check-in counter during check-in. What information does a boarding pass include? A boarding pass includes the legal names of the passengers. For example, if your name is Jack and Jill, so on the boarding pass, Jack and Jill will be written as your name. The flight information including the airline name. For example, if you're traveling to Dubai by Emirates Airlines, so Emirates Airline names will be printed on the boarding pass. Departure gate informations, which will give you the gate numbers on the boarding pass, departure and arrival cities. The departing airport name or city name and arrival city name will be printed on the boarding pass. For example, if you are traveling from Delhi and Dubai, the name Delhi will come first and second Dubai. The flight numbers, the Emirates flight number and departure time on your boarding pass, the boarding time will be mentioned. Let's move to next questions. It is the same question. What information does a boarding pass include? It includes boarding time, boarding group numbers. If you're traveling in group, the group PNR number will be displayed. There will be a barcode if it is a paper boarding pass. If in case mobile boarding pass, QR code will be available for scanning at the security checkpoint and when you are to board the plane. How do I get my boarding pass? If you check in online prior to your flight, your boarding pass may be emailed to you for printing at home. You can also request a mobile boarding pass, a link for which will be emailed or text to you. Some international flights will allow you to check in online, but you may have to visit the check-in counter to receive your boarding pass so they can verify your passport. If you check in at the airport, you may print your boarding pass from a self-service kiosk near check-in, or an airline representative can print one for you at check-in counter. If you lose your pre-printed boarding pass or misplaced, the link you can reprint your boarding pass when you get to the airport. What if I lose my boarding pass? If you haven't gone through the security yet, return to the airline check-in counter and reprint the boarding pass from the kiosk. Or ask the agents at the check-in desk if there are no kiosks. If you have already gone through the security, go to the departure gate and ask the gate agent to reprint your boarding pass. Can I board the planes without the boarding pass? Of course, no. You cannot board the planes without a printed or mobile boarding pass. If you have lost, you will need to ask a gate agent to reprint your boarding pass, which is a security issue. Let's move to next questions. Does my boarding pass need to match the name on my ID? Boarding pass should match the first and the last names on your ID or passport exactly. Some airlines don't include middle names on the boarding passes, and some run the middle name and first name together. If you have met an error entering your names when purchasing the ticket, call the airlines as soon as possible to have them correct the error. If I am recently married, does my boarding pass need to match my legal name? Your boarding pass needs to match the names on your ID. A passport for an international trip, regardless of your legal name. This means if you have recently changed your name but haven't updated your passport yet, you should make sure to book your ticket in the name listed on your passport. Now we are at the final questions at the words of end of the lesson. So let's move the final questions. Why is it a bad idea to post a photo of boarding pass online on social media? Other than the fact you are giving people your legal name and all the details of your flight, there is another reason not to post this info online: your boarding pass. Your boarding pass has a barcode or a QR code that has all your personal information for that flight encoded on it. Anyone with a decoder could use it to access to that information. Additionally, that barcode or a QR code could contain a 6-digit code called Passenger's Name Record (PNR). This PNR code can give a hacker access to further personal information, allowing him or her to steal frequent flyer miles, change your seat assignment, change your contact information, or even change or cancel your flight reservations. If you keep credit card information stored in your airline's frequent flyer account, they could be stealed. That, too, in short, is a bad idea. It's best to shred or destroy your boarding pass and luggage claim check after your trip, so that information can't fall into the wrong hand. Thank you. Friends, thank you so much for watching my video. I want to request you to send your feedback. So if you find my video as worth watching and informative, please send your positive feedback so that I can bring more videos and new topics on regular basis. Friends, thank you so much for watching my video. Hope you enjoy it and learn some more new things. Please send your feedback so that I can bring more video on regular basis on different topic. And thank you so much for watching again. See you next time.